gosh, this is a tiny bell that I found in a charity shop, and it's a little Welsh lady, and on the inside it says "Made in England," so you guys need to sort that out. Oh my gosh. Hi. Okay, this is the bit where I was like, oh, Hanan's not here, so I have to really fill, and I'm working on a show, and you know, my life is really hard and difficult, you guys. No, it's really, don't laugh at that. It's really hard to be this glamorous and serve this much cunt all the time. Oh, God. How's everyone's interval? Good. Oh my gosh. Wow. You know, I've been thinking about motherhood. I know. So I've mostly been thinking about my mother because I'm writing a show about how childhood trauma informs the adults we become. And so my mother is from Glenavon in the valleys, but I grew up in Texas. So the minute she got off that plane, she was radicalized. She really got off the plane, went fucking crazy. Truly, at one point, I asked my mother, oh, Mom, why do we have a copy of the Quran in the house? And she said, you have to know your enemies. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Crazy, she's crazy. Anyway, she's simmered down a little bit. She's quite normal now. She's been deprogrammed. But right before she did, I came out to her and she was like, if you get married, I will not support you. And if you bring a child into it, I will disown you. Don't threaten me with a good time. Anyway, so I was like, maybe I don't have kids. Maybe I don't have kids, maybe I don't have kids. And then I started teaching. Nothing will put you off having kids like teaching. Anyway, when you transition on the NHS, I swear to God, these things are related. When you transition on the NHS, the main difference between NHS Wales and NHS England is that in NHS Wales, they offer gamete storage. Your sex bits, you can freeze them for later. In NHS England, they offer laser hair removal. NHS England, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Anyway, so I've told people this, and every person that I've told this is like, you should do that. You should freeze your sperm. You should do that. And I'm like, guys, I don't really want kids. And they're like, you could change your mind. You're young, you could change your mind, you don't know. So I guess the pressure to have kids is a universal experience of womanhood. Yeah. Anyway, okay, that one was a dud. No, thank you. Wow. Guys, I'm trying to workshop a show here. But I was like, okay. If I was going to have a child and be a biological father and freeze my cum, what would be the benefits of having a biological child opposed to adopting? And I was like, okay, well, my family, we don't have any major health concerns. We don't really get sick. That's eugenics. The reason for having a child shouldn't be eugenics. That shouldn't be the top 2 reasons. I feel like that's not good. That's Hitler. And then I was like, well, it'll look like you. I'm a white brunette woman. Every room I go in, there's 6 people who could pass for each other, and I'm one of them. It's this table. Anyway, but I will say my opinion about having children has changed. I know, and it's because my friends started having kids. I love those guys. Those guys are my favorite people. They're so small and stupid. They're my favorite babies. Of all the babies, my friends' kids' babies are the best babies in the world. And I have a niece, but I don't like her. She's quite an ugly baby. I'm allowed to say that. We have the same face. She will grow up, she will grow into her face, she will have 10 to 15 years of really being beautiful, and then one day she'll be at my parents' house at their kitchen table, and my dad will be like, haha, look at her dimples, and my mother will laugh and say, haha, those aren't dimples, that's the beginning of jowls. And then she'll have a complex about it for the rest of her life. But my friends' kids are like the best. They're so fun. And I do have a favorite. And I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but they're not my fucking kids. So I have a favorite, and it's the theatrical child. Out of the two, it's the more theatrical. And he's so silly. He's such a silly little goofball. And the other day I was with one of his moms, gay. And we were in the kitchen and we were chatting, and he was playing with like a little toy car on the tiles. And instead of trying to get his mother's attention like a normal baby would, like, Mama, look, he did the noise, and this is the noise, okay? Hello! Hello! That's a wizard warning a village of peril. Hello! Sirens in the distance. Hello! Tsunami. Hello! The Martians are invading. He really he outdid himself at pizza night the other day because so everyone I know is gay, so all of our pizzas are vegetarian. And his baby loves ham. He loves ham, and one of his moms was like, hey babe, do you want some ham? And they got him a little package of ham, and he goes, ham! And he peeled open the ham and he put it in his mouth, and this is the face he made. He went, and I started crying because I was like, you guys, he's Gizmo from Gremlins. You guys made a Gizmo. And you know, I was just like, it's nice to have be on common ground with someone, you know? Like, we both love ham. And attention. Anyway, this is all to say that I have changed my opinion on having children. Okay, so before I was really, really against it. I was like, no kids, absolutely gross, a family, disgusting. And now I'm kind of like, I feel the same way about having kids as I do about pegging. Do I have to explain pegging? Okay, great. I recently had to explain it to my sister-in-law after my younger brother brought it up at Thanksgiving dinner. In my family, I'm the quiet one. Anyway, I feel the same way about having a child as I do about pegging. If it happens great. But to be brutally honest with you, it seems like a lot of work. It seems like you need a lot of equipment. And to be very, very frank, I don't know how comfortable I am cleaning up somebody else's shit. It's universal, baby. Anyway, a lot's changed over the last year. Ooh, I know. Fight with the stand, fight with the stand, fight with the stand, and you're winning the war. All right. Wow, this has so much, for some reason, the songs that I'm writing now are a million fucking words. So, a song, there's 2 pages of this, but it's very flimsy, so I have to do a flick halfway through, and I need you all to just be cool. All right. You know, I'm making a lot of weird choices. I went to the park on a date with a man, 'cause I thought it'd be fun. And I went on a date with a man, and the date was a run. As I looked in the mirror in my running gear, I thought of the girl who I was just last year, who no doubt would make fun of this girl who suggested a run on the very first date. So I'm in the park on a run, he's in shape, and he's also quite cute. And I can keep up on this run, 'cause it turns out that I'm in shape too. what is happening. And I'm wondering how long this crisis goes on, or does this whole thing end in a half marathon? 'Cause now I'm a girl in the park on a run with a man. It's a date, and by choice, I'm not doing well. And I have tried to whip my love life into shape, 'cause I just like someone to make me laugh and make me gape. I'm a busy woman with no time to spare, so just name the place and I'll meet you right there. A supermarket, a pub, you know I love a surprise. They say to love is just to compromise. So meet me in the middle. I love little. But for now, I'm a girl on a date in the park with a man, and by choice, I'm not doing well. So we get back to mine, and we take off our clothes, and then we have a shower. And I'm really tired, 'cause again, well, this date was a run for an hour. And we get to the bedroom, and it's getting hot, and then the next thing I know, I fall asleep on his cock. 'Cause I am a girl who is very tired after going for the run in the park with a man for a very first and I am trying to outrun the memory of the man I used to love. I've changed every aspect about myself. Now I hate who I've become, 'cause now I'm a girl who now goes on runs in the park. Not quite good. Now I'm a girl on a 5K in a park, on a date, cry for help. I am a girl in the park on a run with a man. Please come back. I'm not doing well.